Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Hope you're all doing good. It's been an interesting day so far. Hope you've all had a good Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, thank God. I know we're streaming a little off schedule today, but that's also because Musif has decided that she wasn't going to stream today, which is fine. You know, that's her prerogative. So I figured, hey, the opportunity's there. Don't want to compete with each other. I'll go ahead and hop in and see if we can't go ahead and knock out some sponsor streams. Starting with the first one today is Tackle for Loss. Since I'm getting back into streaming, and I really am doing appreciating it, I was like, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and request a few games on my wish list that looked interesting to me, and we'll go through and see if we can't find something that looks interesting to us. That way I can go and cover it, give you all some new content, and see along if you might be interested in some of these games too. Let's start off with some news happenings today. First and foremost, the Switch 2 was announced. Looks interesting. Looks like it's a nice hardware revision of the Switch 1. Most of the things looks the same. Hopefully, I don't think I saw where they left the OLED screen on there, but that would be a huge improvement over the original Switch. As an OLED user myself, my actual primary monitor that the webcam is sitting on, OLEDs, especially HDR OLEDs, add so much color and vibrancy. You get really dark blacks and really bright lights that it really does add a lot of contrast, and things just look more vivid on the screen. They're beautiful. I don't see me ever buying another screen or monitor that isn't an OLED for my primary one. Outside of that, Asmongold apparently spoke up against Elon Musk, who has now removed his verified status on Twitter. Ooh. Yeah, there's some drama going on there. Asmongold decided to speak out a little bit on Elon Musk. I don't know what about. But it is a little alarming that a leader of a full social media can just unilaterally decide, no, I am not going to put up with that, and censor somebody that did not break their terms of service. Hey, Mew. According to Bloomberg, it will be LCD. No, yuck. You know that means they're making an OLED later, right? They're absolutely going to make an OLED later. So yeah, so it's a little alarming that Elon has spoken out against that, especially, I think what it was about, come to think about it, was that, Elon has been claiming he was the number 11 or number 9 even, I think, solo self-found hardcore player on Path of Exile 2. And when he live streamed himself playing this, there was a lot of things that were rather off with this playstyle. That he didn't know how to use inventory management. He didn't use the maps, things that seasoned players would have known to use, especially one that high in the leaderboard. And when Asmon kind of pointed it out, Elon apparently got mad at him. So, yeah, not some good things there. What else is going on in the world of video games? Next week, we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is coming out. Good news there. Looking forward to absolutely playing that. We will be playing it here on stream as well. So I gotta get these sponsored streams knocked out because, like I said, we're gonna be playing a plenty of that. That is gonna be, as anyone that's been around the channel long enough knows, Final Fantasy VII has been my all-time, and I do mean my all-time favorite video game. I got it. It was the first game I ever got on PlayStation. My parents literally bought me a PlayStation when I got straight A's in 5th grade, and my parents bought me a PlayStation and specifically bought me Final Fantasy VII with that PlayStation, and has been one of my favorite games. We've gone back to it a few times. I know we were doing the new Threat mod actually here, and I know we played Crisis Core on this too. Straight A's? Nope. That is the only, and I do mean only, time I ever got straight A's in my life. Well, I say that. Now that I'm in college, I've gotten straight A's several semesters. But, I mean, when you're only taking 2 or 3 classes at a time, it's not that hard to do. How you doing, Honda? But, yeah, so some interesting things happening in the world, some interesting happening video good news. But let's get into Tackle for Loss. Let me fire this up here. We do have a, let me bring up the store page here. I will link this in chat. You got straight A's? I certainly didn't. So this is a game that looks very interesting. We will watch the trailer here before we get kind of cranking into it here. We've got a everybody in this caught my eye because I've always been kind of a football fan, and this looked like it had a good story behind it, and it kind of looked like a mix between Hotline Miami and football, which kind of caught my eye. So let's come over here.
Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Tackle for Loss. The general gist of things is I'm a football player, I'm pretty sure. I suffer from, like, memory issues. So the game is very similar to Hotline Miami. As a pretty big fan of Hotline Miami, I've been really enjoying the title thus far. First, I'm gonna go and unlock some goodies. Some of the other skills you got is you got like a juke, so you can kind of do like a dodge. On the night of Sarah's disappearance, are you aware you were seen significantly intoxicated? It's basically Memento mixed in with a little bit of John Wick and Hotline Miami, I would say.
Cool. So that's kind of one of the trailers. So I reached out to the developers via Keymailer and said, hey, I would like a key for your game. And they said, oh, all right, well, here you go. So we ended up picking it up. They were kind enough to toss me one. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. But yeah, I mean, I got an achievement for starting the game. That's kind of cool. This game has some quick flashes that might cause epilepsy problems. Big important point there. Keep an eye out for it. Daddy, can you please chase the ghost away? I can't have a proper tea party with all this spooking going on. So we have one button right now, and that's our tackle button. There we go. I don't know who we're punching out, but you know. Clearly ghosts aren't happy. First down. There we go. I'm actually feeling a little better. I'm not coughing anywhere near as much as I was a few days ago. Ironically, as I cough. That being said, when I do cough, they are productive. Mrs. Bear would like some tea, please, with honey. Right away. And for you, Madame Sarah? Oh, I'll have a cup of hot chocolate, please. Most certainly. Anything else, my ladies? Daddy, please check Ivan. What did you say? Check Ivan Ironface. I'm afraid, Daddy, please save me. I know, and I will. You do sound like you're feeling... Yeah, I am. It is, I'm still a little congested. I still have a little bit of some sinus and phlegm going on there, but, you know, I am feeling better. Do it, and please be quick. Now wake up, Daddy. What? Go to bed? Yes. Where's my family? What happened to my daughter? Where in the hell are we? Can I get through that? No. There is a staircase, though. Hello? Dude, who are you? You're a subtenant. I moved in last year. Don't you remember? I'm not sure what's floating around here, but it's bad enough that they're closing schools down. Ooh. Yeah, my wife said that the flu is starting to go around a little bit around the daycare. So that might be actually what I did get a flu shot this year, so that actually might be what I ended up avoiding. I hope it was. So this is my house. Why do I live in a basement? Don't know. You wanted it that way. Where's my family? Long gone. You suffer from memory loss, but we'll work our way through it. I think my daughter is in danger. She is. Follow your gut. What does it say? Ivan Ironface. The Russian cartel? Good. Check on him. Oh, I got husband material. I'm a good listener. And no need for niceties with these rats, all right? Car is ready. There is a coin slot in that door. You don't have any coins. God, I live in a nice house. Start mission. Joan Brett. I love the like classic football look, you know. That's now it's game day. All you have is 4 attacks per try. Shown by colored indicators in your UI. Okay. Why only 4? It's football. Why only 4? It is football. You got 4 downs. Deal with it. There's one. First down. And I guess if we get a first down, that we unlock more. Nice. Let's see. Ow! Nice. Damn it. Hello. A little bit of John Wickish going on here, you know. Do you know why I'm here? My daughter. You took her. You sure about that, big guy? You've been hitting the head a little too hard back in your glory. You've been hitting the head a little too hard back in your glory days? You better not make fun of me. Let's rewind a second. Your daughter went missing, 5 years back? I was still shoveling snow in Siberia then. 5 years, and maybe you should have kept a closer eye on Little Miss Perfect 5 years ago, huh? I'm curious. What is she, 18 now? Nice. Damn. Well, you know, the game I want remade, honestly, and I really want it remade, is NFL Blitz. You son of a bitch, don't you dare talk about her like that. No, wait, don't. Oh boy, my head hurts, and I feel dizzy. You found a golden key. There's a note next to it. It says, come upstairs, let's jog your memory. Sincerely, your subtenant. So there's definitely more shit down here. Alright. Hello? Well, Ivan seems to be out of the question. No big loss there. We have to dig deeper. I'm sure you found my note with the key. That will take you further. Does it go there? A dark story awaits. Prepare to descend into a violent world that will change you forever. You don't give a damn. No, I didn't say that. That is goods. Should you change your mind, then go to the car in the garage and get to work. Can I open this? There's a coin slot. Put one in. Yes. Oh. What do we have here? To learn momentum. If you hit in quick succession, you get extra actions. After each kill, you have a short period of time to get another free kill. That way you can change kills if you are fast. Okay, I'm good with that. We can't get into there yet. That's a workout room. We can't open that. January 21st, 1979. Congratulations, Daddy, you did it. Let's celebrate. What did I do? You won the big bowl. I guess you were right. Who are you? Hey, boss, can I fancy you for a cold martini on... I thought it said Hartini. I thought that was an H. On the rocks? Gulp. Help me out. What happened here? Oh, boy, you had a few drinks and whatnot, right? I mean, it's your big day. Come on, just help me out. Your daughter, Sarah, was abducted. Wait, what? Where is she? The trail ends here. No idea where he has gone with your daughter. He? Your bodyguard. What can you tell me about him? He's from a biker gang. Gotta have muscle around me. What gang? He was with... What was it? Scorpio? The biker gang Scorpio. Let's go pay them a visit. This is getting dark in a hurry. Please hurry up, dear. This limbo is killing me. Oh, I can't go over there because of the water or something? Okay. Kind of cool that we're like going through time and it's being presented in such a way of like you have to get live from the biker gang, Miami, Florida. The green bar after each downed enemy. Okay. You can perform a free kill during this time window. Got it. Door is firmly locked. Okay. But there's a hole in the fence. Ow! Good God. Okay, let's go up here. See what we can do about this. Got him. Got it. Nice. I missed. Oh, man, I missed. Good recovery, but good Lord. Here. Missed. Got him. I mean, so far, it's very Hotline Miami-ish. Very Hotline Miami-ish. Oh, God. Dogs. Turnover. You have limited attacks. Yep, that's going to be it. Turnover. All right. Well, I figured out how to deal with dogs. Like that. Try harder. God. Come on, let's see if I can't get these. Damn it. Dogs are hard, man. I've got one more to get both of these dogs dead. I need them to group up. Come on. Shit. Don't you dare. Okay. And I've got 2 attacks to get these dogs. Damn it. All right, I can do this. There's him. Okay, not worried about that. Really? Oh, I disagree, game. I disagree. All right, one more time. You, not worried about you. Come on. There we go. Hey, boss. You shit. I'm not your boss anymore. What have you done to my daughter? Picked her up and dropped her off. Just business. You did what? Her boss. Hey, boss. It's water under the bridge. You still pissed? Tell me where you brought her. Relax. Yeah, I actually have no idea. Are you shitting me? I threw you both out in some parking lot. No idea who picked you up and paid me. Are we good, boss? Consider yourself cut permanently. Hey, stop it. What are you doing? Stone to bird ratio. I feel sick. Found a golden key. There's no... Well done. Come upstairs. Sincerely, your subtenant. Why do I feel like the subtenant is shady as fuck? Let's see what else we have in here. To learn Tackle 2. You tackle attack. Works over a longer distance. Sounds good. 40 coins. Good job at the biker gang. This will pay off. You will see. What now? Open the next door in your brain. Case number 81DV 121234. Divorce petition. Anna Bradshaw versus Joe Bradshaw. Joe Bradshaw has finally found the witness stand. Please proceed. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bradshaw On the night of Sarah's disappearance, are you aware you were seen significantly intoxicated? Look, I don't remember anything from that night. Fortunately, your condition is well documented by the police report, and despite being drunk, you took your daughter to a party? Were you even capable of properly supervising her? I said I don't remember. What a convenient memory loss. Don't you dare accuse me of that. I'd do anything to fix this. Then you better make an effort. How can you blank out our daughter? Question. I didn't. At times you can't even remember her name. It's Sarah. Congratulations. Dad of the year. And there's the third achievement. So where is she? You were with her. You should take care of her. I am trying. God, my head hurts. Your Honor, as you can see, there is no willingness to cooperate. I'm really trying. Oh man, this pain is in my head. Steak Diane. I beg your pardon? A steak with cognac sauce. I'm thinking about something. Your Honor, Mr. Bradshaw is making fun of this trial for this court. No, this is important. Fuck you, fuck this. No further questions, Your Honor. I can see we've had enough for today. The hearing is adjourned until tomorrow. You had steak with Sarah just before she disappeared. Go check that dubious diner. Chin up, buddy. This is part of life, you know? Can I talk to the judge? No. Proceed to the witness stand. I already did that. Please don't make a scene. Everyone is waiting for you. I already did that. Start mission? Yes. Live from the diner in Miami, Florida. Joe Bradshaw and Chef of Cuisine. Excuse me. Change kills if you're fast. A green bar in the UI shows the available time. First down. That was actually pretty good. Nice. Is there another one left alive? What did I miss? Found him. I was like, what? Wait. Hold up. Where is he? He was sitting down. There we go. Why are there jail cells in the restaurant? You notice that? Wait, delete Steam achievements? I can reset the Steam achievements? That's kind of cool. Let's take a break. Go handle Stream Raiders. Got some cool background drop music for this. He was hiding in the corner hoping you wouldn't notice him. I was literally sitting there like, where the hell is he? Apparently I got 3 kills that match. That's cool. Get 40 Lancer scrolls. All right. Let's go turn quests in. Hey, Vorkane. How you doing, buddy? Are you as still buried in snow as I am? To be fair, today it was above freezing, so it actually melted quite a bit of snow today. Good God. Just continuously level that up. Been doing all right. Hectic beginning of the year? Yeah. I don't think, like, since last time you were here, I've actually switched jobs. I'm actually now a pen tester. And no snow was like 65 degrees here? Are you still, like, where you and I met in Colombia? All right. I'm going to try dropping the Amazon. Houston. All right. Yep. So you're in the Dallas. Yeah, Houston. All right. So you went to Texas. All right. My sister is actually in Austin. Then, yeah, I know it was cold really bad there last week. So my parents were worried about it freezing over and having a frost storm. We do have an ad break coming up, guys, here in 3 minutes. I will pause the stream for us. Yeah, my sister lives in Austin. I've been down to Texas several times throughout the you were talking about last time. Oh yeah. Yep. I am now officially in that role. It is a ton of fun getting to break into shit legally. It is really, really fun. I am a legal hacker, and it's fun. Yeah, I have family that lives in Austin, Texas, and it's funny because I have driven over half of hell in all of Texas to find a hat for Dad. So we went to Green. I've been to Elgin, excuse me. I've been up to Fort Cavazos, which was Fort Hood. Been up to College Station, which was really nice. Trying to think. Been over to Fredericksburg. Fredericksburg is a really, really, really cool museum over the war in the Pacific. And them getting snow, yeah. Austin didn't get snow, I don't think. It was only like an hour-ish away from me, yeah. I've been to a few of the presidential libraries around there. Like Austin has the LBJ Presidential Library that's really, really nice. There's the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library in College Station. That's also really nice. Fredericksburg has the War of the Pacific Museum in it. That's really wonderful. We went over there last year. I was going to go down to Texas to see the Kentucky-Texas game, since Texas, obviously, University of Texas has obviously joined. Well, that's a little late, Captain TV Bot. But yeah, the University of Texas joined the SEC, so I was going to go down there and check that out. But yeah, like I said, Texas, I don't know how to feel about Texas, man. I appreciate the climate. Well, I appreciate the social climate of Austin a lot. And really kick-ass food in Austin. I mean, really good food. It's just the summers, man. Especially, wait a minute. Why are you in Texas? I very much remember it would be like 28 degrees outside, and you'd be out there in shorts like, what's up? Don't you like cook in Texas summers? Like, if all the people to move south, you were not one I would put to move south. More tolerable than Missouri? Why, the lack of humidity? I mean, I've been in San Antonio I spent 2 months in San Antonio because I was in the Air Force. So, I've been decently over Texas. Guys, ad starts in 3 seconds. I'll hang by. We're going to pause the stream for a minute, guys. For those that aren't subbed, there is an advertisement playing. And I want to be respectful for those that do not have a sub to the channel. If you don't have a sub, ad break. Let me do this. Ad break. We'll wait for that ad break to finish. I believe it's 1 minute of ads every 30 minutes is what I have it currently set to. That way, when people join the stream, they do not get ads right in their face. Oh, it's 2 minutes of ads every 30 minutes. Excuse me. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I do that specifically because it frustrates me as a new viewer whenever I go to a stream and it's like, I want to watch this person. Click, here's a bunch of advertisements. And so I have to sit through 2 minutes of ads just to see if the streamer is worth watching. Not good. Not good. "44 seconds, guys. We're all good." I like this music, man. The music is actually pretty cool. And of course, I'm a sucker for pixel graphics, right? I want to find an overlay that will automatically come up when ads go in progress, so people are aware of what I'm doing. Welcome back, guys. So yeah, Vorkane, I don't know if you actually caught that ad break, but said the winter was amazing, summer's bad, surprisingly more tolerable than Missouri. I'm guessing it has to do with the humidity. We moved here 7 days before the hurricane. Was that Hurricane Helene? Because that blew through Kentucky as well and ripped off the roof of my parents' barn. I had to go home and help them fix that. But so you had 4 days without power. How much are you affected by the power grid problems around Austin and Fort Worth? Hurricane Beryl, got it. In the 6 months that you've been here, did things at least 4 times more. Yeah, I mean, well, number one, it's fucking Texas, right? There's plenty of things to do in Texas. Number two, you don't appreciate how big Texas is, but also how quickly you can get around. Like, my parents live in Pflugerville, just northeast of Austin, right south of Hutto, which I've also been to. And it's like, well, Hutto is like, you know, we've been to Georgetown, Texas several times, which is a gorgeous little small town. But it was, we go up there, and I was like, well, damn, Georgetown is 20 miles away, or 30 miles away. It's going to take a while. And Dad's like, no, we'll be there in 15 minutes. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, the speed limit's 85 miles an hour. So I was like, oh, okay. So we're cruising going 85, which, you know, the highway with 85 miles an hour pretty much means keep it out of triple digits, right? So yeah, I know I've been to Texas several times in the winter, and it's always been nice, especially because, like, as you mentioned, it's 65 degrees. So Dad actually ended up buying a convertible Mercedes, so we just put the top down and go enjoy it. It has been wonderful to drive around there. Now, they are snowbirds. They go spend the winter in Texas and then come back to Kentucky for the summers. And the answer is, why do they do that? Because they can. They do not want to deal with having summers in Texas. But yeah, my sister's lived in Austin now for, I want to say, 15, 16 years. And was surprised with all the greenery. Yeah, the prairie is a lot more green than you give it credit for. There we go. Being here permanently, but I had to get out of Missouri. I'm looking at that same way. Like I said, I'm in St. Charles right now, around St. Louis. And I've been legitimately looking at my house value skyrocketed during COVID, right? And I originally bought my house for around $195, $200, something like that. Well, my house value is now at $385. No joke. And I was like, holy shit. So I went to go, so literally over the course of 2 years, I now have over 50% equity in my house, which is wonderful. You know, hell, no one's going to turn down an extra 150 grand. Sucks to pay taxes on, but you know, it is what it is. But my wife and I, which you remember my wife and my son, are now looking at going to back to Kentucky. Specifically because it's a lot nicer, and for the value of my home, even if I were to degrade it by 75, you know, down by 25% for all the repairs that need to happen to my house, buys us a hell of a lot of house in Kentucky, where the taxes are lower. Well, I say that the cost of living is a little higher because things are more spaced apart, but I don't drive. I ended up selling my car, literally. Sold my car, bought a motorcycle, because I never drive anywhere. I work from home. There's no purpose for me to drive anywhere. Excuse me. This is a sick joke. Who do you keep in these cells and why? I mean, my guess, they came for my cooking and stayed for the atmosphere. But business is not good these days. It's gotten lonely down here. Excuse me for a second, guys. Had to blow my nose. Yeah, Texas isn't bad. I would like, frankly, the area I was looking at moving to originally was actually up to Wisconsin. Wisconsin is gorgeous, as long as you don't mind the snow, which I don't. Out of snow or unbearable heat, I much prefer snow. But another place that was recommended to me to look at is Syracuse. And Syracuse, New York, looked beautiful. And there were some really good houses in my price range out there that were about 2 blocks away from a nice natural wharf with some docks and a marina out there. And I was like, that would be wonderful. Like somewhere where I could take my Steam Deck and just go chill on a wharf and play video games for a few hours. Like, so I ended up, so my daily driver is now my daily rider, right? I told you I bought a motorcycle. Let me see here. So this was, let me open this up here. This was my motorcycle that I bought. And I put saddlebags on it, and this is a Honda Rebel 1100. And I originally had a sports bike. Covered ports in the winter and work and chill, right? Yeah. Matter of fact, last year I was there for the Eclipse. And I went back to Texas twice. I don't remember why. I was there for the Eclipse in Fredericksburg. And I went back to Texas, I can't remember why. And then the year before that, I was there in October and a few other things. But yeah, so this was my original motorcycle. It was a wonderful rider and really introduced me to actual riding for the sake of riding, rather than riding to go fast, which is what my sport bike was, obviously. And then since then, I actually upgraded to this, which is much, much, much bigger. This is my now Indian Chieftain. And this is what I ride right now, which is a 1900cc motor. And this is absolutely a highway warrior. This is meant to be ridden out on the street and meant to be ridden out there. This is wonderful. And I mean wonderful for distance riding. I've already put 1,700 miles on it in a year. And this has just been great. I love it. It has been so much fun to go out and just ride for the sake of riding. So I was like, yeah, it would be great. And I mean great. I would throw my Steam Deck into one of the saddlebags or my trunk, because that picture actually didn't have the trunk on it. And since I've actually bought the bike, I've got the trunk now. Throw my Steam Deck in the trunk, get my phone, go out to the wharf, and sit on a pier and just play video games on my Steam Deck. I know the new Monster Hunter open beta is coming out. I do intend to test it on the Steam Deck to see how it goes. And I would absolutely just die in heaven there. That is my dream, of just sitting on a natural body of water, listening to the waves. Like Chicago did that for me. Like when I went up there for CyberArk Impact, I would literally sit in one of the canals, or not in the canal. I would sit on the shore of the canal drinking a beer, just me, myself, and I. And even though there were other people in the restaurant, which was an open air restaurant, it was my own little paradise, just listening to the water smack against the sides of the canal and just listening to all the water run by. All the conversations just faded for me, and I was in my own little seventh heaven. It was so peaceful. But business probably won't run well if they are releasing the beta. As I have read, it will be the same build as last time, but adding Gypsyros. So performance may still be shit before release. Yeah. With my system, I'm actually kind of curious how remote play works with it. I have one road off Lake. Yeah, I feel you. I had no problems with my PC. Yeah, I pretty much stopped buying console games just because all the console games are coming to PC. I will admit, as bad as, but I know a buddy running a 2070 did. Yeah, I always take performance with a grain of salt these days. That being said, if I have bad performance, that means the game is poorly optimized, because I'm sitting on a 9800 X3D, which that is I think Houston, well, I don't know. Houston had a Fry's at one point in time. I don't know if there's a Micro Center there now. But I went to Micro Center and actually upgraded my 7800 X3D to a 9800 X3D. And the irony about that, Fry's went bankrupt. Ooh. And yes, I have a Micro Center. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. St. Louis has a Micro Center. So I went down there, and I very much remember I'd ordered it online for pickup when it first launched. And the 9800X3D was $475. Reasonable price, not gonna lie. That is a great price for a brand new processor. The 7800X3D, its predecessor, was $476, $1 more. And I was like, somebody screwed up. I'm gonna capitalize on this. So I ended up going down there, and the guy at Micro Center was like, oh yeah. He was like, do you have a name? And I was like, yeah, this is my name. And he was like, what are you picking up? And I told him a processor. He was like, oh God. Because I saw the back wall, and it was just 3 entire shelves of 9800X3D stacked on top of each other. And I was like, but I also got thermal paste. He goes, I know who you are. Because I had the thought that of all these people ordering processors, nobody bought thermal paste. Really? And so, yeah, he remembered that I was the one guy that made sure to add thermal paste to my order. That way I could actually utilize it. So, the 9800X3D with a 4090 is what I'm currently running with 96 gigs of RAM. If I have performance problems, it's the game. And if I have performance issues, I can't imagine what lower grade systems are going to have. And I always tell people that do not take my experience for performance. That yes, I'm getting 144 FPS. Do not consider that the standard. I am on a god tier computer, and if this game runs like shit on my system, it ain't gonna run on yours. Well, and I think we've seen an evolution, and I was kind of talking about this to Sequisha, oddly enough. Sequisha is a huge partner gamer, which, by the way, if you all are not familiar with him, he's a pretty chill dude. He actually responds to a lot of his chat. I was actually watching him play World of Warcraft the other night, and he was absolutely chill as hell to hang out with. Read my chats, responded back to me. Very interactive streamer, very cool guy, even though he had 1,000 people on his channel. I was actually talking to Sequisha about it, and I kind of mentioned, and I was like, when you look at the evolution of where we come with gaming in general, right? So before the internet was a thing, your game was the game. Quality assurance levels were fucking insane. Your game could not crash, period. And if it crashed, you were in for a really bad time. Because not only have you distributed a game that crashes, you have no way to patch that. You have to then distribute a patch for it for free, or find a way to get out there or suffer the consequences. Then the internet came along, and suddenly we'll patch it after launch. We'll let them download a patch. I very much remember GameSpy. I very much remember downloading patches on my own to update systems. Before Steam was ever a thing, before auto patching was ever a thing, I very much remember that. And suddenly games took a decline in quality, right? Quality assurance was not as important anymore. We can save a few dollars by not spending so long in QA. We would just patch it on launch. No issues. I think we're seeing the turn of AI optimization, that games no longer are going to be requiring to be optimized because AI can do it for me. And it really, I don't think AI and DLSS and FSR are to the point of being able to substitute optimization in favor of upscaling. It just isn't there yet. As much as I see that's where we're going, maybe the 50 series, maybe we'll do it. And I know there's that whole argument of fake frames and things like that going out. Truth be told, it's a little bit of a misnomer. I've used frame generation on the 40 series with Cyberpunk and a few other games. It's fine. It doesn't really detract from my experience at all, especially with NVIDIA Reflex getting updated as it is. I don't know if anyone saw that particular. I love people talking about fake frames, but not talking about the reflex that's going along with it, where Reflex looks ahead at frames that haven't been rendered yet, and says, and actually sends commands faster. So they actually took the latency down from 40 milliseconds to 12, which is actually 12 milliseconds is about the time it takes for a system to send a signal to your monitor, period. So the fact that it's reading mouse inputs, sending it to your computer, sending it to the GPU, sending it to your monitor is 12 milliseconds. That's pretty fucking impressive. Frame generation, even though it's fake frames, I've got my hand underneath my microphone, boom. Fake frames actually works. And I'll say that. I played it in Cyberpunk. I've used it in a few other games. It's not bad. It works really well. And depending on the style, it could actually have a role in playing games. Cyberpunk, which is a single-player first-person shooter, worked beautifully for it, boosted my performance, and made the game feel silky smooth. I'm actually rather excited about the update to that to see how that boosts performance. You're all for machine learning and AI working with optimizations, but the problems are coming from the publisher. Yes, over-promising and under-delivering. And that brings me to my next point. The industry is overstressing the workers. This is also happening in the industry. So, for the longest time, I have stated that when you look at AAA gaming, the state of AAA gaming is god-awful. That's why I love turning to independent developers like this one, and saying, hey, I want a good game. Because when you look at games back, and I will continue to say this, games in the mid to late 2000s was the golden age of gaming. And I know Final Fantasy VII was made in 97. That's the irony there. But the mid to late 2000s, we had Red Faction, we had Halo, we had StarCraft 2 come out during that time period. We had Half-Life 2. We had UT2K4, Quake 3, right? I can continue listing these games. We had Oblivion, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That was an amazing game that's now a shadow of its former self, right? Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect. We can continue going through the genres. We really had games that were made to be a good game and not for corporate greed. Now, I'm not saying games weren't not made to make profits. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that games were of quality back then, of a lot higher than where we're at right now with COD 27. I mean, I wonder when we are going to start naming COD after the year it was made. Have you picked up the new Modern Warfare 25 with the new zombies? No, man, I'm playing COD 24 with the Battle Royale. I mean, come on. Really? You look at, and I love the fact that when a company actually produces an immaculate game, and I mean immaculate, Larian, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate, set records across the industry. Boom! We made a game not for profit, but to make a good game. Profit followed after it, and we knew it would. But we put the focus on the quality first. And it exploded. Was an amazing game. And part of their licensing agreement with Wizards of the Coast was they couldn't release a mod pack for it. They couldn't release the mod tools for it because they didn't want people making their own campaigns. So what did they do? They didn't release the mod pack. They unencrypted all the pack files, making it easy for modders to go find and make their own campaigns. Oh, we're not in violation, but we're not helping you. Larian is one of those companies now that is on my list of, after playing Divinity Original Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate, both of them have been stellar quality games. There was more pride back then when it came to making a product of any kind. Exactly. I'm to the point where AAA gaming just pretty much doesn't interest me. Capcom, I would say, is an A-tier developer, not AAA. But you look at what's happening with the AAA developers. Activision Blizzard bought out Microsoft. EA, when's the last game that you knew EA actually launched? Outside of their sports franchises, outside of College Football 25, outside of Madden, what was the last unique IP that EA's launched? Ubisoft. Let's go there. What was the last unique IP? I can actually name this one that Ubisoft launched. Skull and Bones, the quadruple A game. There's a reason why Ubisoft is now getting bought by Tencent. They keep forcing this formula and these microtransactions into the game and placing profit ahead of the quality of game. And it's finally, it's taken a decade, finally starting to bite them in the ass. Rightfully so. And I have no sympathy for it. The time of the indie developer is now. There is so much availability to have your game put onto a digital storefront, and the entry level is so good. Pirate Software did a really great example of how do you publish a game on Steam, right? They said that in order to get a game on Steam, you pay $100. 100. And they will list your game on Steam as long as it follows their terms of service. No problem. As soon as your game hits $1,000, they give it back. Now, yes, they take their 30% cut, but it's not a 30% to utilize their service. It's 30% for the offerings they're giving you on their platform, which is a content delivery network unique to Valve, which is cloud saves, which is cross-play integration, remote play integration. They offer all this stuff completely at that 30% level. And by the way, which I love that Tim Sweeney didn't mention, is that when that your sales go up and cross certain thresholds, that 30% drops. Oh man. This has been my TED Talk, guys. Hope you all enjoy. But business is not, let's get back to the game. Like, I'm sitting here, the developers are like, man, this guy's going on about indie developers, but he's not playing our game. What the hell? Oh. Good news is we've met our time threshold for playing the game. Oh, but business is not good these days. It's gotten lonely down here. And I do apologize for stepping on that soapbox, guys, but it's just, we're seeing a lot of corporate greed take over in a lot of aspects of life. Video games are one that's very important to me, and it drives me up the frickin' wall. I am so sick and tired of corporate greed. I really am. Oh, stop it. Where's my daughter? I mean, even Twitch. Hello? Hi, Twitch. Yes, we're going to criticize you now. Even Twitch. Here's my idea for a live streaming platform that you get to watch streamers on. We're going to interrupt the stream at random intervals. Well, I shouldn't say random. At set intervals. And we're going to hide the stream for you. But what happens if there's something going on during that time? Oh, you can go back and watch the VOD. But then I can't interact with the streamer. Oh, then you have to watch the ads. And ban streamer, right? I mean, I will openly criticize Twitch for doing that. And I say that in full disclosure. Yes, I am earning a profit off those advertisements you watch. Here's the choice I have as a streamer. All right? The choice I have is to let you all watch 2 to 3 minutes of ads when you first click on my stream to tune in. Or, in lieu of that, I can let you tune into the stream ad-free, and once every 30 minutes, you will get a 2-minute ad. And of course, Twitch is like, well, yes, we're going to pay you for showing ads on your channel. It is your content. But still, as I have repeatedly said for 5-6 years now, I would gladly pay the advertising revenue. If I could choose not to run ads on my channel, I would gladly pay the advertising revenue back to Twitch not to have ads on this channel. And I don't know how Sequisha does it. I was watching Sequisha yesterday, who is a partnered streamer, and did not get a single advertisement. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. I was so impressed about that. I was like, how do I sign up for this? And I don't think affiliates can. So we just need more people to watch the stream, guys. And then when I become partner, I can say, fuck the ads, right? Oh, man. Now, that being said, I'm not all against ads. There are ads that run on Twitch that I very much like. And it's the ones that take my stream, compress it a little, move it up, and you get the banner ad underneath it that says, hey, try the new Taco Bell, or something along those lines, right? Those, wonderful. You haven't interrupted the flow of the stream. You haven't detracted from my viewer base from watching me, and we're all getting along, right? Cool. Don't fucking take the damn streamer away from the viewers that they're there for in the first place. God. Oh, we may not win this. You missed the old banner ads on YouTube. Speaking of advertisements, ads start in 3 minutes. God, we've been on like the same stream for 30 minutes because I've just been on this rant. I am so sorry, guys. But it's clearly something I'm passionate about. Hey, we actually won. I'm impressed. We've had this kick-ass backdrop music this entire time, too. I will admit that. Some Go-Go Gadget Spy. All right. Oh, Sarah, she was troublesome. A picky eater, you know, couldn't appreciate the finer things. The soundtrack is good, yeah. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Neon Abyss. Speaking of which, I need to reach out. It didn't occur to me. Is Neon Abyss 2 on Keymailer? Also, I do intend to have some more sponsored streams. Hobbit, Super Hobbit, which we all know and love. I've rated him several times. Great guy. Also a St. Louis streamer. He, shut up. He introduced me to Dare Drop, which Dare Drop is a really neat, they do have a campaign running. There is a second Neon Abyss coming out, guys. I will request a key from the developers and see if we can't get that covered too. But the, Super Hobbit introduced me to Dare Drop, which is a really, really cool, platform where you can apply for keys and you have to complete certain challenges. And if you do, they give you the game. And as you complete challenges, they give you keys to give to your community for the game. So it's a very, very cool thing that as I play a game, you're like, oh man, it looks really cool. I really want to play that. You can then go and try it out. It's really cool, guys. Nothing, just released her. Released her? Where? I made a few calls to the police. They picked her up back then. You're lying. No, I'm not. I've had enough of her. She was a nuisance. All right, chef. I believe you. Great. Would you like to have dinner with me? Not hungry, and you won't eat anymore. What? Hey, no, stop it. I don't know what we're doing with the money. Come on, Joe, pull yourself together. Fuck. Oop. There's no exit. It says, well done. Come upstairs. Sincerely, your subtenant. I'm wondering if, like, the subtenant is some part of our psyche. Let's go take a look over here. What do we got? Spike ball. A ranged attack. Use spike ball limits from a distance, but be aware this uses up one of your 4 actions. Okay. You shut the chef up. Very good. Do you have anything else to say? Nope. We're in an ad break right now, guys. We're going to take a quick break. I do apologize. So let's talk a little bit about what's coming up on the future here. I told you that we got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth next week. Really looking forward to playing that. I tried playing it on the PS5. PS5 was not powerful enough to give the game the proper send-off that I wanted. Primarily because you would play the game, and even though I was playing it at 4K, you would have the option of performance or graphics. Performance, you'd get an even 35 to 40 FPS. Or played pretty smoothly, but it did look pretty terrible. Graphics, you would get about 20 FPS. Wasn't great. So as soon as I got into the open world and saw just how bad it was, I was like, no, I really want to wait and give this game the proper play through it deserves. Because it is that good. So I was like, yeah, we will hold off. We will come back to that game when it releases on PC. I'm okay supporting Square Enix in that endeavor because, again, as I've said now several times throughout the stream, Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite games. It really is. Yes. Yes, Magix has a soundboard. It's a frightening thing, I'm aware. Oh, me. Ads finish in 45 seconds. I really do need to find that overlay. I want to find that. Specifically that I can activate it. And it's like ads in progress. And just have this banner going across the top. You know? Frankly, one of the things I'm considering doing is if I can get Linux up and running, which I am very, very close to. I actually solved a really big problem today with Linux. I shouldn't say it's a problem with Linux. It's a problem with my setup. I am still in the era that I download and synchronize my mail because I have 4 different mail accounts that I need to check. One for my brand, which is b1ackmagixyt@gmail.com. If you ever want to email me, that's how you get a hold of me. That is specifically for brand marketing and reaching out and helping with developers. There's my personal email address. There's my professional email address that I keep for business reasons. And then my school email address because I am in school. So I have four email addresses to check regularly. And having an email program really does help me do that, right? Outlook was capable of doing it. But Thunderbird is pretty big, and Outlook doesn't use Linux at all, and it was awful to try and set up, so I wasn't going to go to that route. Thunderbird is a nice email client that I was able to set up, have it run, and I realized that if I point Thunderbird in Windows to the same place where Thunderbird is pointed in Linux, it will download all the configuration settings to the same location and all the mail to the same location. So that means that now both operating systems, even though they're separate computers, will now utilize the same email. And that way, because the issue I was having is when I downloaded mail in one OS, it wasn't going to download in the other. So trying to mix and match which ones had which messages was a fucking pain in the ass. But now, like I said, I had my NAS set up, built my NAS out a while ago, and now that that's actually built, I was like, I'll just store everything in the NAS. It works wonderfully. It is actually one of the better architected systems I have, and it's been really, really nice. Let's see what the next part of the story is. Come on out of there, Joe, or are you enjoying your cell too much? You have a visitor waiting for you. Hello? What the hell do you want? Be smart and listen. You framed me, you son of a bitch. My daughter's out there, and you're sitting in here rotting while whoever took her is long gone. What do you want? Money, Joe. Simple as that. You think I'm stupid? You're not acting alone. Whole damn department's in on this, aren't they? Now you're catching on. Judge, DA, half the cops, all the same payroll. You really think you got a shot in court? I just happen to be the one with the key to your cage. How is that? I planted the evidence and I can make it disappear. You disgust me. Call me when you're ready. Don't take too long, Joe. Time's kicking. Oh, am I going to the police department? Am I about ready to murder a bunch of cops? That would be a yes. Well, let's go murder a bunch of cops. Live from Riverstone PD, Miami, Florida, Joe Bradshaw versus Will Peterson. Oh my. Booyakasha! Ha ha! I mean, when they're all closed together like this, it's not that difficult. The fuck was that? What's wrong, Joe? You're pale. My head. Ow. Has anyone seen Blazing Saddles? Tell the governor I said, ow. Tell the governor you said, ow. You better get some rest. No, I have to find my daughter. I understand that, but in any case, this journey concludes here. You have reached the end of the demo. Did you like it? Yeah, it was pretty good. Liar, no need to be polite. You should still wishlist Tackle for Loss on Steam to support indie games. That's kind of funny. Shall I open the Steam page, you lazy pig? No. Then it's time to say goodbye. Take care. We will meet again. Alrighty. So, that's Tackle for Loss, the demo. That was the game that we were gifted. Let's talk about thoughts. The soundtrack's pretty good. Controls feel really, really good. That sharp increase in difficulty where you have 3 dogs might want to be reviewed a little bit, because you've introduced a new mechanic and then thrown 3 at you. One, you don't have enough downs per se, but the fact that it restarts on that level might counterbalance that a little. I like the roguelike mechanics that you can choose the build, and as you level up, you can do that thing. You can do sort of things with around that. Overall, it's a pretty solid game. Like, the demo was actually pretty good. Definitely Hotline Miami-ish with a football. Feel free to stream. I love that. If you all didn't see that in the top left, top right corner, like the whole purpose of me requesting a key was to stream it. But yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Oh man. Oh jeez. I do know today was a bit of a mixed day, guys. We'll be just because Mew was going to stream today, and she ended up having her hubby home for the day. So I was like, you know what? I've got some opportunity to knock some of these sponsor streams out. Let's go ahead and take care of that. You know what? With that said, I don't want to restart the stream entirely, but we can do this. We got one more game to test out that they actually gave me the full copy of, which we can go play a little bit of that. This one came with no strings attached, so it doesn't matter if I stream it or not. I'm just going to be a man of my word. We have another game to play, which is Penny Blood, Hellbound. Excuse me. We'll go test this out. I will kill the YouTube stream.